Hey guys, welcome to day 16 of our interactive book club. I'm Katie Wilson and I'm a Ruby ambassador, and I'm just really excited to be here with you. I was really humbled and honored to be asked to be part of this, so it's a real privilege to be here and to be sharing with you guys. So my chapter is all about how to gain cooperation from people. Now, this can be gaining cooperation from your team, from potential customers or ambassadors, from your spouse, your family. It's just all about getting cooperation, getting people basically to do what you'd like them to do. Now, a lot of times in Plexus, what we want people to do is we want people to buy our product and we want people to join our team. And what I want to look at really quick first is that the reason that we want them to do that, the why. Because if you're not careful, some of these things can feel like manipulation, but really it's all about helping that person, okay? We want people to get better. We don't want people to be dependent on their prescription meds and not sleeping at night and in horrible pain all the time. We want people to have that financial freedom that we know is possible. And so when we're looking at how we can influence people to try Plexus, it's all about their good. We're not trying to make money. We're not trying to, that's not our main objective here. Okay, so I just want to preface that because I think that it's important that we have that why in place, that our why is for the good of the other person. So how do we influence people to cooperate, to do what we want them to do? No matter what that may be, the key is to let them believe and let them think that it's their idea. And that's just such a novel idea, I guess, because a lot of times what we tend to want to do is push our ideas and push our agenda on other people, but their immediate response is to kind of buck against that, right? If you try and push too hard on someone, they're going to feel like they're being sold to and not like they're choosing to buy. So there were several awesome stories in here. One of them that I really loved was about an artist who he painted 150 different paintings and brought them to this one buyer who he really wanted to buy his artwork. And every time the buyer would look at it and then say, no, I don't think so. So finally, this artist, he was just like, what in the world is going on? So he took some time off from painting and really studied how to influence people. Why was this guy not wanting to buy his paintings? He was a good artist, right? So what he ended up doing was taking some unfinished sketches to this buyer and saying, hey, would you give me some input on this, on how I can finish these so that you would be able to use them? And so the buyer took those sketches, looked at them for a few days, and then they met again. He gave him notes on how he could finish them. The artist finished the paintings, and then the buyer bought them, like all of them. After 150 failures, this artist was finally able to sell to the buyer. And why was that? It was because this buyer had finally had some input into the paintings. This quote here says, I had urged him to buy what I thought he ought to have. Then I changed my approach completely. I urged him to give me his ideas. This made him feel that he was creating the designs, and he was. I didn't have to sell him, he bought. So that's what it's all about. We're not trying to sell people. We're trying to help people see and see how Plexus can help them, and let it be their idea on why they would want to buy. So I had a few ideas on how, kind of a practical application on how we can do this. So rather than say you have someone, a friend who is having a lot of trouble sleeping at night, and that ProBio 5 and Mega X will help them immensely. They'll be getting the deep sleep that they need and crave. They'll feel so much better in the morning and not be waking up exhausted. So what is kind of the immediate tendency that we want to do? We want to message them and say, hey, you need to buy ProBio 5 and Mega X because it's going to help you sleep, right? And what do they come back with? No, I don't know about that. That seems like a lot of money. I don't know. Plexus is kind of scammy, right? So, what can you do instead? Okay, how can we apply this to get cooperation from our friend so that they would want to try Probio 5 and Mega X? Here's a few ideas. You could make a few posts about how probiotics and omegas help with sleep. You could send them a testimony about someone who used to not be able to sleep at night and now they can. You could even just send them an article about that, like that's an independent article about how gut health impacts sleep, stuff like that. So you see, it's like gentle, subtle kind of information that isn't like forcing a product on them, but it is gently leading them to that conclusion that Probio 5 and Meg X are going to help them in huge ways. So after they read some of the articles, they see some testimonies, they're like, maybe I should give Probio 5 and Mega X a try. Maybe that would help me sleep. And they message you, say, hey, I think I want to try this. And you're like, awesome, that's such a great idea. You're really smart. All right, so that is how to influence people and gain their cooperation. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'm excited to hear about the next several chapters. All right, you guys have a great day.